Each year, the 4 high schools in Arlington County, Virginia, Wakefield, Washington Lee, Yorktown, and Bishop O'Connell, meet for the cross-country championship. Before the race started, we had a chance to catch up with the Bishop O'Connell coach on how the season is going.
Okay, our season is going along smoothly, and we continue to improve each and every week. As historically, my teams start at a certain level, and we peak at the end of the season. So we're coming into over the midpoint of the season and running really well, and haven't peaked yet. And I imagine today the girls and boys will run well. Okay, on the girls' side, we really were given a gift. We never know what kids are going to show up at O'Connell every year, and we had a family transfer from Oakcrest, the Baltimores, 2 sisters. One's a freshman, one's a sophomore. And Isabel, who's a freshman, I tell people she's a real deal. She's just got tremendous potential, and she will eventually run in college. She's just that talented. She hasn't figured it out yet, and I don't want her to this early, but she has been a surprise and certainly a talent.
This has been going very well so far. On the girls' side, we've sort of been ranked somewhere between 3rd and 5th in the state. And our girls have been running really well as a pack. We have a really strong top 7: Sarah Angel, Jordan Selby, Jordan Grimaldi, Sarah Sears, Annika McEwen, Catherine Ang, Donia Nichols. We have a strong top 7. They've really been running well as a group. We're looking forward to today and this coming Saturday, when the first time they'll be together as a group of 7 because of injuries or SATs. I think on paper, we're probably, favored to win on the girls' side, but, we told the girls to make sure we take this meet seriously. O'Connell's well coached. Yorktown is always, could put up a few surprises, so we never know.
Season's going about where we expected this year. The girls' team is very young. We only have 1 senior among our top 10, and we're being led by Kelly Hart, who's had a great season thus far. Our number 2 runner is Sophie Banchoff and Emma Taylor. They've been our top 3 throughout the year.
As they arrived for this year's cross-country championship, the Bishop O'Connell team found themselves in an unusual position. They were not coming in as the defending champ in either the boys or girls race. In fact, it was the Washington Lee Generals who arrived for this meet as the defending champ in the girls race. And the Yorktown Patriots were arriving as the defending champ in the boys race. As the runners approached Wilson Boulevard, they were being led by Washington Lee's Sarah Angel and Yorktown's Kelly Hart. Right behind them were 5 Washington Lee runners and Isabel Baltimore from Bishop O'Connell. At this point in the race, Raquel Mary is leading the race for the Wakefield girls. course starts and finishes around the park. The runners run a loop around the softball field, and then head north. At this time, past the tennis court, cross underneath Wilson Boulevard on a bike path, and then continue on the nature trail, loop back across 4 Mile Run, and back towards Bonner Rose Garden where they do a U-turn, and then they head across the meadow, and down out of the woods, they're back towards the stream, and now they're heading back on the same nature trail that's along North Arlington Drive. It goes back into Wilson Boulevard, and returns to the softball field in the park for the final lap.
Nice job, Kelly. Nice job. Nice job, Kelly. Nice job. You got this. You got this. You're looking real strong. Real good, Kelly.
Isabel Baltimore was the lead Bishop O'Connell runner at this point.
Nice job, Julia. Nice job. This is it, Yorktown. Go together now. Go together.
Let's go,
Close some of
Julia.
these gaps.
Come on, Julia. Let's go, Christian.
Come on, Yorktown. Go together. Come on, close those gaps. Come on, Julia.
Go, Julia. Come on, Julia. Wait, where did they go? Did they go that way?
They go down there. There's a gate down there.
So is this like, should we just...
Come on, Bridget! Let's go, Bridget! Let's go, Bridget, come on! Keep pushing, keep pushing!
Okay, see the gates, they go up the hill into the woods, they go
Yeah, oh right, the one
down and then go
yeah.
back and come that way.
That hill that goes up to the rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and all that stuff, they go
And then you like it's
flat
like
way.
you downhill and then just flat and you go up.
They go flat.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
You know, the W&L girls, you know, have an incredible team this year. So they're going to potentially sweep the top 5 spots, which is pretty impressive. Cross-country scoring is 1 through 5 runners, and they may be the first 5 runners, which would be an incredible performance.
Let's go, Bill, let's go, Katie! Let's go, baby! Keep going, keep going! Keep going! Come on, Hannah, let's go! Come on, Allegra!
And as the rest of the girls' field continued to pursue the leaders, the boys were doing what they could to stay loose and get ready for their own race.
Away from the boys' start. 16 minutes away for a 5:30 start.
And when the runners returned to the softball fields at Bluemont Park, with under a half mile to go, Kelly Hart of the Yorktown Patriots was alone in first place, although she was pursued very closely by 6 Washington Lee runners who were led by Sarah Angel and Jordan Selby. Along with first place runner Kelly Hart, Yorktown's top runners were Julia Carroll, Kristen Herbert, Emma Taylor, and Bridget Hart. By running the race in 19 minutes and 25 seconds, Yorktown junior Kelly Hart broke the school record on the Bluemont Park course. The record had been set in 1990 by Ann Huybrechts.
That is Kelly Hart with the victory today. For 19 minutes, 24 seconds.
Go Washington
The large number of Washington Lee runners who finished near the top of the race were led by Sarah Angel, Jordan Selby, Donia Nichols, Sarah Sears, and Jordan Grimaldi. Along with Isabel Baltimore, the top runners in the girls' race for Bishop O'Connell were Teresa Matchula, Belen Rogers, Brianna Broccoli, and Olivia Price. The top finishers for Wakefield were Raquel Marriott, Jerusalem Mieza, and Hawase Jima.
Come on, Mackenzie!
Go Mackenzie! Come on!
All the girls, and later the boys, ran their race in a steady rain in Bluemont Park, but none of these dedicated runners seemed to mind at all. 6 of the first 7 runners were from Washington Lee, giving the girls' team a dominating victory on team points.
That's easy!
we have some newcomers. Today we will not be running with one of our top runners. Ryan Lesmes is out with an injury, but we will have Matt Lawrence, and we'll have Keegan McCurry running, J.J. Martin, and a good pack hopefully following them. I realize this is a great meet. It's like, 24th, 25th year of the Arlington County meet, and we're hoping to do our best.
And on the boys' side, I'm going to be partial to my Yorktown Patriots. We got a big team this year, a couple good kids, and hopefully they can pull it out today.
So the boys, we got again. We've been doing very well. Haley Dempsey is our number one. He's been ranking about somewhere between 3rd and 5th in the state. He's running real well. Ran about a 15:55 5K a couple weeks ago, and we're excited to have him as our number one. And for the first time, I think our boys are running real well as a pack. Our 2 through 7 are very close to one another, so we're hoping for good things today.
So on the boys' side, we have a senior Joe Bruff, who has come on strong and doing really well. And then we have 2 soccer boys that came over, decided to join the real sport and get out of soccer, and Josh Spear and Marty Knuff. And they're helping out immensely. Last year, our boys team, we had 8 boys, and this year we have 21. So we're really excited about that part of the program.
As the lead pack in the boys' race approached the Wilson Boulevard Bridge for the first time, Haley Dempsey and his Washington Lee teammate, Chris Muddy, were being closely followed by 10 runners. There were 10 runners from all schools, but most of them were from Washington Lee. This is our 4th year producing the Arlington County Cross Country Championships, and it's an exciting event every year for us and something that we're committed to. It's part of our mission at Pacers to give back to the community, and it's really kind of near and dear to my heart because I've run cross country, back when I was in high school, and I went to Yorktown High School. So I'm an Arlingtonian and graduated Yorktown High School in '94, coming up on my 20th year reunion, and I ran on the Bluemont Park course, and I think for us to sponsor the meet, it really is meaningful because we want to really give these kids a little bit more than what they've had in the past, a little bit more excitement. So we bring in New Balance to come and help us sponsor the meet, bring some music, bring some energy,
bring a big-time feel. You know, the football team's got the Friday night lights, and, you know, we want to bring some energy out here in the cross-country field as well. And the kids, you know, always really enjoy this meet because it's one of the pinnacles of their season. It was for me when I was in high school, and it is for them as well.
All right, now you go. Now you go. Go.
It's not fair. The boys weren't out here cheering for you girls.
Every year, a different high school hosts the cross-country championship. The host school gets to choose the course. Most of the time it's Bluemont Park, but it has also been held in Gravity Point as recently as 2009.
You too! Thank you! Good job, boys! Halfway there, nice job. Stay strong, you got it, boys. Good job, boys. Nice job. Let's go, Washington Lee. You got it. Go, Aiden, come on. Push it. You can run faster. Pass it, pass it.
Washington Lee's Haley Dempsey took the lead at the 2-mile mark. and held it for good, running ahead of runner-up Joe Bruff from Bishop O'Connell. First place runner Haley Dempsey was joined by Chris Muddy, Musa Dia, Patrick Oldham, and Matt Tatum, and top finishers for Washington Lee. The 5 top finishers for Yorktown in the boys' race were Keegan McCurry, Jacob Dormuth, Matthew Lawrence, Andrew Beam, and Joseph Martin. The 5 top runners for Bishop O'Connell in the boys' race were Joe Bruff, Josh Spear, Marty Knuff, Edward Donnellan, and Justin Monero. The top runners for Wakefield were Jackson Boswinkle, Danny Zelaya Mina, Leonard Maximilian, Rodrigo Valderrama, and Mason Bauman. When Alexander Fall from Washington Lee took 10th place, he was the 6th general in the top 10, ensuring Washington Lee a decisive win on team points.